Yo, what's up guys? Today we're gonna take a look at my first race in WOR. I decided to join. I am in console tier 5 and we are gonna straight away hop into qualifying onto my first run, where it's important to not invalidate on the first run. Luckily we packed more fuel so we could do another run straight after, and crossing the line. It is gonna be a horrid 32.3. Actually the qualifying kind of surprised me in a bad way for this tier, but that is maybe good fun for us. Second run we cross the line and we do almost have a second improvement, a 31.8. Going into this my PB was I think a 30.9, maybe a 31.0, which already isn't that great around this lap. But it's hard to hook one up. But we're gonna go on board with my final quali run. Hopefully we can improve. We are already in third place with that lap. Hopefully we can improve. Braking at the black board on the right hand side here. We clip the inside curb nicely. We're already 1.5 tenths up on our time. Now important to keep it tight through these sections. Tight, close to the lines, not invalidating like we do there. Tiny lift there, and the left hander a bigger lift. Here we don't open up the corner as much as we want to, which is why our exit hampers us cut the corner, as you can see, without an invalidation luckily. Still we are a tenth up on our time. Can we improve our time? Let's see, we cut the corner completely there, which is nicely done on the exit. Still only a tenth up, so it's not looking like a crazy time, but remember we are in third spot. We just want to improve our time. We're already in a good spot. Brake right before the 100 meter, cut this corner as much as you can as we see the rear slipping away. Then going into the third sector, you can see we keep it tight. It looks alright, but we have lost some time. Here keep it tight again, and we do gain a lot of time on that exit, which was nicely done. 2.5 tenths up. Easy to invalidate in these last two corners. I used the black box as a reference, turn a little bit too early and then have to change my steering mid-corner here. Cut the corner as much as you can without invalidating. We cross the line, we still improve luckily, but it's not a great lap and we are still second. Because honestly the qualifying pace of this tier, yeah, it's actually a good pace because I'm actually able to compete, which is nice. Now going into the race strategy, we're doing a medium hard. Pit around lap 11, 12. Earliest you can pit maybe 9, but you will feel it at the end of the race. As we are starting, we have the inside line, front row seats. We try to go down the inside. We actually have a really good start. Going down the inside, we brake really late. We lose the rear and then we get locked. We just get locked. Our rear right tire gets locked, which is why you cannot turn on this game. Maybe it's realistic. I've never had that experience, but yeah, unfortunately we end up in a wall with front wing damage. However, the luck is on our side, luckily, because you can see that the host is leaving the session now, and I was thinking like, what is going on here? And when you see this, you already know that it is gonna be a lobby reset. Someone actually joined this lobby and he wasn't supposed to, and he was still in the lobby. So luckily we have another shot at this start. Incredibly lucky. Starting second. We are just gonna not do the same thing as we did before. Now we don't get as good of a start. We are gonna move to the outside. And just hopefully able to keep our position, keep it clean at this first corner, as we do lose the rear there. So now it's just about getting into a rhythm, which was really hard for me actually. I was not getting into a rhythm. The guy in first had really good pace and I was just not able to keep up, and that's why I had to use all my ERS. And here in lap 4 you can see we go defensive. You can already see we are managing to get a little bit of a gap to the 4th position. Luckily we are able to break the DRS train because this pace of the guy in front of us is just really quick. Here we make a mistake and I just Didn't want to use too much overtake. We are gonna blast the overtake on this straight and maybe have a look round the outside of him. Can we make the pass? We break really late, and I don't know why, but we leave too much position. I think we are just backing out of that because it's just pointless to fight at this point of the race. It is not an easy race on the tires, so you also have to keep it safe. Then in lap 8 we still have the gap, but we, of course, the penalty king is back. Going into this race, honestly, I did quite some practice, and my goal was just to keep it clean and just get no warnings, but that's so hard for me, and on this track, for me it's one of the hardest tracks, maybe for everyone, to not get warnings. But yeah, at this point in the game as well, I was still struggling with keeping it on track and finishing the race without any problems. So that was kind of my goal here. Here in lap 10 we decided, because we didn't have the pace for the P1, maybe we can undercut him and something can happen in between and we can maybe get a gap. I don't know. We just want to try something. So I go a lap earlier than ideal, I would say, but still it's a decent lap to pit. The lap later we undercut him. You can see on the top left we just about get him out of the DRS. So I decided, alright, let's push here. Let's see if we can actually pull away a little bit. But this was definitely not going to be possible. Unfortunately, we get 6 seconds already after 12 laps. I just, with the pushing, yeah, that's just something I really need to work on. However, we are still managing to keep it on track, which at this time of this race, that was still going to be good for me. And we are still in actually net P1 here. So we are still looking very good, even though we have 6 seconds. Now, in the top left, you're going to see 9.6 seconds gap to the 4th place, which has decreased to 8.1 seconds, as you can see them going by after I did not succeed. And now I was like 6 seconds time penalty. Let's just not waste time fighting. Let's not waste any time with each other. And hopefully we can keep that gap. But these two in front of me were not planning to do that. And unfortunately, we are gonna lose so much time in these laps as I'm trying to save my ERS and tires for maybe the end, for something that I can do. Here, lap 20, the 4th position is already 3.6 seconds, and with 8 laps to go and fresher tires, we are, yeah, it's not gonna happen. We are not gonna be able to keep him behind. So now I was like, maybe I can also do something. Here we go for a very, very late dive, which was not nice of me. I pushed him wide here, and actually that gave him an illegal warning, while I was like, I wanted to let him through as it wasn't a bad overtake. So unfortunately I had to do it this way, which cost me even more time, or it cost us more time. Didn't really matter at the end of the race. Now we are at 6 seconds. You can see in the top left we also have the 5th place that is closing in. However, we have both the 6-second time penalty. We should be fine. We have the 4th position right behind us. Unfortunately, he's just gonna get us on penalties, and I also knew that these top 1 and 2 would get us on penalties. But now 2nd place is also on 6 seconds, so maybe we can get past him before the McLaren is here, and we can try something. Here I get closer, I keep it on medium, the ERS, and I know that this is an overtaking opportunity. I try to have a look, I know that I'm not close enough, try to back out and hit his rear. Unfortunately I get 3 seconds, and which, yeah, it's totally my own fault. I tried to back out and it didn't work. I tried to remove it even, but obviously it was not gonna get removed. I understand that completely. But now we are lap 27. These guys are still going at it, and we do just have in the top left 9 seconds, 3-second gap to the 5th place, so we can still secure this 4th place at least. But here we go wide, and then he's gonna attack me obviously, and then I thought, alright, if we're gonna fight this, we're definitely not gonna be there 3 seconds, and I thought let him go. I thought to let him go here in lap 28, so we wouldn't lose time, but as you can see in the first sector, we're already losing so much time to 5th position. And we're actually gonna stay on board because maybe we can do something on the main straight. We still have 50% battery, and we are gonna try and do what we can as we go wide, luckily not getting more penalties. Our tires are already really finished. Can we do something on this main straight as we have quite a lot of battery? We are super close, and unfortunately we just lose the rear there, which means that we are now in a net P5 position, which still for the first race going from P2 to P5 is not great, but still it's P5. You know, at this time I'm still you know, it is better than the last races. You know, here we have such a bad last sector as just the tires are just gone. But now, are we gonna finish 5th, or look in front of us, the last, provisionally last corner, Bourbon Boy is gonna get a puncture, as you can see in the screen. And I was oh, I shouldn't be laughing. That is messed up to get a puncture right there. So luckily we are actually, as we had the worst last corner ever, luckily we're gonna cross the line. We're gonna lose the position to the one behind us, but still that is gonna be a P4 in our first race, which actually I was still quite happy about, even though there's more in it. We showed some pace finally after my start trying to just keep it on the track. It's still fine, and we are seeing some improvement. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next race is going to be Monaco, which is going to be a very hard race. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.